Hello and welcome. You are about to go onto an Amy Colas worksite. This brief will provide you with what you need to know. Firstly, there are vehicle and heavy plant movements in and around the site access or access points. You will be briefed on a traffic management plan for the site, and diagrams, signs and barriers will be in place to control this. Please adhere to them. You must also wear full PPE when in and around these areas. Full serviceable high-vis clothing bearing the employer's logo. High-vis vest and jacket must be zipped up at all times. Safety boots with ankle support and midsole must also be worn. Rigger boots are not allowed. Hard hat must be worn at all times. Suitable gloves for the task undertaken must be worn. Goggles, ear defenders and dust mask must be carried and used when site conditions require it. Helmet lamp must also be carried and used for moving about the worksite at night, as task lighting will be provided. Do not sign in if you are in an unfit state through the consumption of drugs or alcohol. Remember, we may carry out random drugs or alcohol screenings at any time. If you fail, you will be stood down and could face disciplinary action. If you are unsure, do not sign in and report it. You must have with you a valid PTS or track visitors permit. Carry this along with all other relevant competency cards with you at all times. Only use plant and equipment that you are competent and authorised to do so. If you need to loan equipment, please ensure that this is logged with either the site access controller or the works manager, and ensure it is returned at the end of the shift. Report any damage immediately and quarantine if unsafe. Exclusion zones are in place in all Amy Colas worksites. These are briefed out and enforced to protect you from machine and hazardous activities. Always ensure you remain at least 5 meters away from working machines and their loads. If you want to pass or enter the exclusion zone, stop, get the attention of the machine or crane controller. When you have been authorised and it is safe to do so, proceed. Always move away from areas where ballast dust is being created, unless your job requires you to be there, in which case you must be wearing the appropriate dust mask and be trained in how to correctly use it. Our site compounds and access points are often near people's houses. Do not shout or swear. Dispose of waste properly. Think about parking away from residents. Ensure you close and lock gates. If you are involved in or witness an accident or incident, report it immediately. Be aware that when signing out, you must do this in person. Failing to sign out correctly may delay your departure from site. All Amy Colas worksites have managers and staff whose specific roles include keeping you, your colleagues and the public safe. The names and contact details are displayed in the site access cabin, but if they aren't, they will be briefed to you. And finally, what you do is just as important. Don't walk by anything that could lead to someone getting hurt. Also, don't ignore any damaged equipment or equipment being damaged. If you can sort it out safely yourself, do so. Then report it to the works manager and use the close call procedure. What you say and do can make all the difference. Have a safe and productive shift.